Every morning, before sunrise, an emperor wrote a few lines in a small leather-bound notebook. A monk thousands of miles away quietly swept a temple courtyard, one stroke at a time. And a young woman in our time lost 40 pounds, rebuilt her confidence, and launched her dream business, all starting with 5 minutes a day. What do an emperor, a monk, and a modern woman have in common? They understood a simple but powerful truth: tiny actions, repeated daily, create extraordinary lives. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use this same principle to transform your own life in just 90 days. Stay with me, because you're about to hear a story that will challenge everything you believe about change, and you'll walk away with a step-by-step framework that blends ancient wisdom and modern science to make lasting habits feel effortless. When most of us think of change, we picture dramatic overhauls, quitting our job overnight, starting an intense workout plan, meditating for an hour a day. But here's the truth: lasting change almost never happens that way. Think of water carving through rock. 1 drop is nothing, 10 drops are nothing. But millions of drops over time carve canyons. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly." The Japanese have a word for this, kaizen, meaning continuous improvement. In India, there's sankalpa, the daily setting of a simple, heartfelt intention believed to transform destiny. And in the Quran, there's a verse that says, "Indeed, Allah loves those deeds which are done regularly, even if they are small." Across cultures and centuries, the message is the same: small, consistent actions carry a power that big, occasional efforts can't match. But if small habits are so powerful, why do so many people fail? Because they focus on goals, not systems. They try to change outcomes instead of identities. And that's exactly where the 90-day habit framework comes in. Here's the framework that successful people, knowingly or unknowingly, follow. It's deceptively simple. Step 1. Pick one domain, not 10. Not 5. 1. When Marcus Aurelius wanted to strengthen his mind, he didn't add 10 practices at once. He began with daily journaling. Choose one area: health, learning, relationships, finances, or mindset. Step 2. Choose a micro habit. Make it so small it feels silly. To push-ups, 1 minute of gratitude, reading 1 paragraph. Why? Because the point is not performance, it's consistency. As Confucius said, it does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Step 3. Commit for 90 days. 90 days is long enough to create new neural pathways, but short enough to feel doable. In behavioral science, this is called a critical mass period. Step 4. Track it visibly. A mark on a calendar, a tally in a notebook, an app. It doesn't matter. Visibility creates accountability. In ancient Rome, philosophers kept daily scrolls of their actions. It wasn't vanity. It was reinforcement. Step 5. Reflect weekly. Once a week, pause, ask, what's working? How do I feel? This keeps your habit alive and adaptable. Let me tell you a story. It's about a man named Ravi, a merchant sailor from Kerala. Years at sea had left him restless. When he returned home, he was overweight, anxious, and felt lost. He dreamed of opening a small coastal cafe, but believed he lacked discipline. One day, an old fisherman he admired told him, "The river doesn't rush to the sea. It flows, small and steady, be like the river." That night Ravi wrote 1 sentence in a notebook: "I will walk 4 or 5 minutes every morning." The next day he did it, and the next, and the next. He didn't join a gym. He didn't announce it on social media. He simply walked. 5 minutes turned to 10, 10 to 20. After 30 days, he started feeling lighter. After 60 days, his friends noticed he was calmer, more focused. By 90 days, Ravi had lost weight, saved enough to start a small tea stall on the beach, and, most importantly, began to see himself as a disciplined, healthy, entrepreneurial man. 3 years later, that tea stall has become a thriving cafe visited by tourists from all over the world. It all began with 5 minutes a day, a drop of water carving a canyon. Ravi's story is not unique. It's the story of how habits change identity, and identity change creates new futures. This principle echoes through ancient practices and modern labs. In Zen Buddhism, monks begin each day by sweeping the temple courtyard, not because it's dirty, but because it trains the mind to be present and disciplined. The Bhagavad Gita speaks of nishkama karma, action without attachment to results. That's exactly what habits are, process over outcome. Greek philosophers like Aristotle believed virtue itself was a habit. We are what we repeatedly do, he wrote. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Modern neuroscience shows that repetition strengthens synaptic connections. Tiny daily actions literally rewire the brain. The more you repeat, the easier it gets. That's neuroplasticity in action. And here's the secret most people miss. Habits aren't just what you do. They're how you see yourself. When you keep a small promise to yourself every day, your brain stops doubting you. You stop thinking I'm trying to be healthy and start thinking I'm a healthy person. That identity shift is the real transformation. Right after this video, you can begin. Here's your roadmap. Identify your one thing. Ask, if I could only improve one area of my life in the next 90 days, what would matter most? Choose the smallest action. If your goal is to read more, commit to 1 page. If your goal is to get fit, commit to 2 push-ups or a 2-minute walk. Attach it to a trigger. Link it to something you already do. After brushing your teeth, after lunch, before bed, track visibly. A paper calendar, a bullet journal, or an app. Seeing your streak builds pride. Forgive misses quickly. The Stoics taught amor fati. Love your fate. Missing once is normal. Just return the next day. Reflect weekly. On Sunday, write down, how do I feel? What small improvement can I make? Celebrate 90 days. Review your streak. Notice the identity shift. Then decide your next habit. Think of a tree. Day to day you see no growth. But season to season, it becomes unrecognizable. You are the same. Your habits are the seeds. Before we close, one last story. 2,000 years ago, the Roman general and philosopher Cato the Younger began every day with a single question. What will I do today to live by my principles? He didn't try to reform his character in one stroke. He simply practiced small acts of courage and discipline daily, until his name became synonymous with integrity. Across the world, Buddhist novices still begin with small daily rituals, bowing, chanting, offering water. None of these are grand, but over time, they sculpt the mind like a master carver shaped stone. The lesson is clear. Great lives are not built by grand gestures. They are built by small habits, repeated with intention. So here's my challenge to you. Right now, choose one small habit, write it down. Commit to it for 90 days. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. Remember the Emperor's journal, the monk's broom, Ravi's morning walk. Their power was not in size but in repetition. In 90 days, you won't just have a new habit. You'll have a new identity, and perhaps even a new life. If you're ready to start your transformation, comment below with the habit you're committing to. Let's build this movement together. And if you found this video valuable, subscribe for more strategies and stories that help you design the life you want. Because the next 90 days could be the beginning of your extraordinary